Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and it appears that it's going to be a trend on my channel to be reviewing dog shit takes from ScreenRant, as I've already done a couple of these where they just really come out with some insane takes about stuff. From their Captain Carter stuff being better than Captain America, they just are very detached from the fandom and the fans, and they've very much fallen into the trap of access media where they will just shill for the corporations to the utmost degree just to get a little bit of access and making their opinions worthless. So now they're coming out and saying that Halo Backlash is absurd. And I can't bring myself to watch the show. It looks terrible just from an objective standpoint, let alone from an adaptation standpoint. I prefaced before, I don't really have a whole lot of experience in the Halo franchise. I've only ever played the campaign for Halo 4 and a little bit of multiplayer for Halo 5, so I can't speak on the franchise itself, but from people I know, taking off his helmet was a really big deal and a really bad decision for the first episode. And the second episode, he's barely in his armor at all. So they're completely disregarding the franchise from which they came from, and they're focusing on other actors, and it's just objectively shit from the wellspring of reviews that I've watched from a lot of people, and everyone hates it. From both political aisles, for any political aisle, and just generally the majority of people hate it, but ScreenRant decides to come out and say, it's fucking dumb that people hate it. So I want to get into this dog shit take and see if it's truly as bad as, I've come to expect from ScreenRant. Halo TV show Backlash is absurd. It really isn't so different from canon. It's as different can get. I think the only similarity are some names. I think names are about the only thing that are similar. Many are complaining about Paramount Plus's Halo TV series shows abandons the franchise lore and mythology, but this particular complaint is ridiculous. Wow, just attack the fans. No, adaptations can be good even when they depart from canon. There's been examples of that, but you still need to respect the fandom and try to at least capture the spirit of it. And from what I understand, the spirit is not even remotely included in this show. So yeah, ScreenRant just attacking fans is not a good place to start. And never a good place to go, because fans make both this show and this website run. So without fans, they're nothing. ScreenRant is creating its own destruction by doing this. But the Halo TV series has received some backlash from some video game fans, but their complaints are actually absurd where the games themselves are concerned. Holy fuck, just get to the nonsense. Video game adaptations are something of a troubled genre. Absolutely, there's been very few of them that I've enjoyed at all, with many failing to make their mark. In the case of Halo, there have been attempts to create a live-action adaptation in the form of a film or TV series since 2005, yet just kind of going into the backstory of it. In reality, this complaint largely ignores the evolution of the Halo as a franchise. It may have begun in 2001 with the legendary Halo Combat Evolved, generally considered one of the best first-person shooters of all times, but it has grown far beyond that, and it is that wider franchise that Halo Paramount Plus's TV show honors. Oh, so it's just like, there's books that no one reads, so fuck the games. No, the games are the most important by far, so this argument is already built on sand. Those extended novels don't mean anything without the books, so if they're just going to say, oh yeah, the books, the books are about other stuff, so the show can be about other stuff. You're really not starting off good, ScreenRant, really not starting off good. Halo has been a transmedia franchise. The first tie novel was published in 2001 to Prelude, and expanded in comics for the first time, graphic novels, and yeah, just kind of going into the expanded universe in the style of the original expanded universe for Star Wars, which is fine. I'm totally okay with books and comics, but the games will always come first because that is the main medium. Just like in Star Wars example, even before Disney took over, the films always came first. If there was a slight contradiction between the books and the movies won. The movies were always the most important, just like in the Halo situation. The games come first. The books support the games. It's not the other way around. So this argument is built on sand. You may like that other stuff, and I know a lot of people like the expanded Star Wars universe, but it doesn't take away the value that the movies came first, which is fine. It's fine. Totally okay to enjoy stuff, but there is a hierarchy in franchises. The games are well above these spin-offs that they're talking about. The games still sit at the core, absolutely, but the various tie-ins created a rich, well-developed universe surrounding the Master Chief and the Covenant, and go into the Master Chief's backstory. Yeah, none of this is really contradicting the fans who are upset about breaking from canon. None of this is even addressing that. So yeah, a lot of fluff. Is exploring Master Chief's wider context, drawing on so many ideas from a Halo transmedia, which is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with him drawing on all that, but him taking off the suit, taking off his helmet, being a secondary character in his own show, and there's just so much about it that is not Halo, let alone even good storytelling, or, I mean, from a production standpoint, the CGI is pretty bad in general, and then there's some parts where they just forget to include the CGI. So plot elements, many viewers such as Cortana's origin story are actually surprisingly accurate. And when the writers of the show came out and said, "Oh, we didn't even look at the games," that was very concerning to a lot of fans because yes, the games are the most important. So are they just adapting the books and saying fuck the games? That is a very bad perspective to take, and that seems to be the perspective that the writers and showrunners took. And it seems like ScreenRant is 100% supporting that. Oh, it's accurate to the books that no one read. Okay. So, yeah, they're not really even going into that much detail. The reality is that Halo does attempt to honor the source material. It simply goes beyond the games alone. Oh, see, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. They're adapting the source material, just not the important ones. And the books, no one read those, and that's what they're adapting, even though they're not really doing that. And it's not even good to those standards, and it's still an objectively bad show. But you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong for your opinions. Jesus Christ. And yeah, they're adapting the wrong source material, and they're doing a shitty job at it regardless. So Halo made the right decision going beyond the games. No, it didn't, because people are hating it. So it doesn't mean Paramount Plus's Halo is perfect. Oh, okay, gotta slip that in to seem unbiased. Some of the story choices work, but some unfortunately feel a little cliched. So yeah, now they're just kind of saying, oh, we don't actually support it, trying to get those fans that they just attacked for a whole article back. So just a bad take from ScreenRant. Again, attacking the fans like they have so many times before. Access Media doesn't deserve our respect or really anything from the fans. And I can't speak wholly about the Halo franchise from a fan's perspective. I'm not a fan of it, but I respect it, and I have a lot of friends and colleagues in this sphere who love this franchise, and they're all extremely upset about this. And from what I've seen, it's objectively terrible in and of itself. So there's no point in having a conversation like this and attacking fans like this for their really grounded opinions and their really warranted opinions on the show. So I really lost what little respect I had for ScreenRant, what little was left after that last article I reviewed for them. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Anon. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.